the other gods? They are the works of men. You are the Most High God. There is none like you. All the other gods, they are the works of men. You are the Most High God. There is none like you. It's another precious, awesome time. You and I are to appear in His presence. We have the body and the spirit, even our soul. It's a favor, it's a privilege. Okay, haven't been in a position to record a video, but I thank God because God has enabled me to do so this hour. I'm from Kenya. Time is around 3 p.m. and it's my desire that we engage in this topic that has been of an eyesore to many. The topic is about on how people just raise up, them being identified by riches or even wealth, but at a blink of an eye, things tends to go south, and all what they possess just expire. It evaporates. Why does that come to be in place? I've just researched on that part, and I've realized that there are components that are engaged for one to go down, because the desire of our God, as per the good word, is that the blessings of our God, they maketh one rich and they add no sorrow. God cannot just, God our Creator cannot just uplift you up and then at an instant time you are there down, wriggling in poverty, smelly, lamenting. No, this is not our God. There are things that might have interfered with one's lifetime or individual's lifestyle to a point of one going down. Okay, I for one, I'm a lady, and I prefer to talk concerning the spheres of Our Lady and how they happen to just go up with wealth or with riches or with fame, but on the way before they reach their destination, they find themselves wallowing in poverty. The good word always tells us that if once happen to walk in an evil or a wicked way, you'll find yourself dining with the kingdom of darkness. And this is where one's physical or one flesh it will receive an attack to a point of not only the properties that will disappear or evaporate, but one's health will also be interfered with. And this happens to many because we and I tend not to peruse or even research on how to have more. We have to have more wisdom, because wisdom and knowledge, they are bedfellows, and anyone who possesses those components, you are bound to be on the safe side. We are being advised to subdue or subvert all what is evil or anything or any issue that is uplifting itself to be identified as if it's godly. Yeah, subvert it, subdue it, and you and I uplift what is godly. What is godly? You have to be a person who is peaceful. You have to love everyone, and above all, you have to be truthful to yourself first, in order for it to culminate the rest of the world. Okay, I'll give an example to a lady that is so close to me, and this is what happened to this lady. She was a lucky among the few, and she happened to have been employed at a certain church, a parish, because here in Kenya we have parishes in each and every country or even county. There are parishes where Catholics attend their worship or whatever. And this lady, she used to be a Catholic believer. So what happened is that through her mom, she was employed to serve at a parish house. In a parish house, there's priests and their assistants. Nuns are also there, and there are also supportive staffs who happen to be in that parish. Parish also, there is a church where people go and worship or do their things. So this lady, her endeavor was to do the cleaning up, to cook for the priest, all what is involved in a household. And mind you, the lady was just semi-literate, and immediately she landed there, her salary was favorable, she was connected to, she was pensionable, her status of health was also taken off because she was connected to facilities whereby if her health happened to have failed her, she was to be medicated freely. Mind you, all this culminated because she worked in that parish. But it didn't go for so long. It didn't go for so long because within her vicinity, the vicinity of this lady that I'm talking about, okay, she used to be married. She even has kids, and one thing led to another. She separated with the husband, and the husband just went away on his way, and the lady was left all alone with the kids. So when she landed on this job that I've just mentioned, it was an add up to her income. Mind you, she was a farmer. She reared goats. She reared poultry, and she had all what she desired. But one day, what occurred is that there was a family that used to be her neighbor. The family was just within her vicinity, and the one man who had a family. Okay, the man had a family of 7 kids and a wife, 1 woman, and the guy was also what do we call them? These people, the security guys at a village level, and mind you, they are being offered to have rifles in order. They are the gatekeepers of that family. In each and every village, they happen to have to employ a man. A man will be taking care of the villagers, and these authorities usually comes from the government level. So we turn the man, the security man, to be guarding the villagers. So the guy was given a rifle, and what happened is that the family man, loved the woman who was employed at a parish level. And what followed next is that the security man sent away his wife and the 7 kids. He no longer needed them because all what he mentioned is that he was in love with this lady who was working in a parish level. Okay, maybe the security man had his own reason, because if you happen to have cash, you dress well, your health is also smart. That is all what the wealth does to a human being. And what followed next is that the lady went in tears, plus the kids, and the security man plus the lady who used to work in the parish level went on ahead building up their evil relationship. But it also didn't last, because the villagers was not happy, because they were irritated because of how the security man sent away his wife and kids. Mind you, where they were sent, the wife returned back to her parents' homestead. And you and I can just imagine what followed upon the family that was sent away. So one of the villagers from afar decided to go and report all what was going on, that has been officiated by this lady who was working in a parish level. Yeah? And it was so hectic. The churchgoers, because anyone employed in a parish level, their salary happened to come from the congregation that are attending that parish church. So when all this was revealed to the congregation, they were also annoyed, and they had no any other alternative but to send this lady who used to work in that parish house away. because they just couldn't understand how she could officiate she could officiate an issue which caused a man to send away his family away. This is how the lady lost her job. She had no any other alternative but to return back to farming. And as we are here, we all know that farming issues are affected by weather and environment and climate change. She has gone down. What I want to connect is that all what we possess is sustained as to how we visualize issues and eventualities, and on how we understand who we are. If you and I understand that I'm here to do this and this, and I'm not to follow the other route, that is where we will retain and preserve all what is godly. And to wind up, I would appreciate to say this. We always appear and we prefer to engage in prayers as we pray to our Creator to give us or provide us with a heart desire. And God is not a man to lie. He's a promise keeper. Our God is a promise keeper, covenant keeper. But it's unfortunate because, at least as from my experience, half of the population in this world we are in have lost all what God has given unto them because they've chosen not to use their senses. They act nonsensical, and all what is godly just slip on their finger as they witness. I've just talked concerning the lady who had everything, but as we are here, she is the mother of vulnerability, and she caused all this. It's so mystic, it's so mysterious and weird, because after she was laid off her job, the man who made her to pass what she, or to be where she is, later went and reconciled with the lady, with his wife, and brought back this family. And mind you, let me mention this. Before the relationship between this security guy and the lady who used to work in the parish ended up, the security guy made sure that the lady sold quarter of her land, because the security man created a scenario that if the lady was to sell quarter of his land, they would just go somewhere and have their good time. And the lady, without even having a second thought, she did exactly that. She sold quarter of her land, and look how things ended up. So messy, so pathetic. You and I have to use our godly wisdom, because this is where we retain, preserve, and secure all what God has given unto us, our life included. That is how things are in this world. Take care.